Howdy. Welcome to episode 28 of Western Wilds. I'm not capable of giving us a recap because I haven't listened to the last session yet.
I'm not either, so...
Should we crowdsource it? What happened last time, gang?
I arrived in the storm. Dynamite.
Yeah.
You arrived in the storm, yes. You got dropped off by the Thunderbird taxi service.
We elected not to land on the roof of the building that we were interested in.
Which, honestly, that was super huge for you guys.
Yeah. That could have been a thing that happened. It is not a thing that happened. Let's see if it pays off for them.
Yeah. That's a bold move, Cotton.
We recruited some allies, so we bumped into Kincaid.
Yes.
Local.
Also huge for us.
Yeah. We told him that we'd meet up at a location after because we planned to storm, is it the Cardinal Club? This place,
it's just the Felwyn Manse.
This is a mansion owned by one of the Cardinal Club board members.
That was it.
That is, I think his name is Drake Felwyn. Drake Felwyn, I think. Felwyn is the is the chap who owns this, who is the sister of Lady Chambers, née Felwyn, brother of. Yeah.
I was going to say brother. Yeah.
You got it. Sibling.
Yeah. Her maiden name is Felwyn.
Her maiden name is Felwyn. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
We obtained supplies, healing potions,
and other potions.
Sticks of dynamite, potion ingredients, and I believe there was also did you have a meeting with the bank?
No, I went off and scouted.
You just checked that there is a branch in town, yeah.
That was it. Was there anything we did else before we met with Kincaid?
I went to the bar, then did some shopping.
Did some shopping.
You met some of the Quetzalcoatl in the bar as well. You saw that there's a precursor skeleton being used to add carbonation to beer.
You know how I feel about that.
Ghost feels fine about it. Fuck yeah.
And then we met up with Kincaid in the desecrated church, and he.
Sorry, there is just a small
deconsecrated.
Deconsecrated, not desecrated. There's a very slight and subtle but important difference between those.
Apologies. Yeah. So, deconcentrated, consecrated church. Brain shutting down. He warned us that there was something up on the roof, like some structure containment thing. He didn't know what it was. He hadn't managed to get close enough to scout it out, so we said we'd go investigate the house and then call him in. He'd be waiting nearby. We kind of navigated our way through a whole bunch of different traps. I think we disarmed one of them because we had to. But
yes, you dispel magic to get past the trap on the door. Yeah.
Yeah, but most of them we circumnavigated as opposed to consuming spell slots and stuff to disarm. We got up onto the roof. We were very sneaky and invisible. Unfortunately, there was an angel that can see through invisibility and saw through three of us. One who's just naturally sneaky has gone, as far as we're aware, unnoticed. And that is where the angel revealed that they had a pact, I guess, or an agreement. The exact.
There's certainly been prior communication.
Yes, with the Lady Chambers, who's does not seem to have mellowed with time, and we found out that we had not the Mr. Is it Domo?
Major
Domo
had not died after escaping and wandering off. He managed to make it back in some form. The Lady Chambers very unhappy that he ran away rather than fighting and either dying by his daughter's side. Obviously, that's probably not how Lady Chambers worded it, but there was probably it should have been you instead of her. And so
So she's done this in order to be a deterrent to any future majordomos.
Yeah. I mean, it's a hostile work environment, is what I'm saying.
yeah,
Oof.
there's definitely a HR complaint in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't get anyone really sighing when I said deterrent.
Yeah. I liked it.
Okay.
I got that you were attempting to make a pun. I've not worked out what it was.
His name's
His
Dieter.
name is Dieter.
Ah.
I liked it, honestly. I just thought it was being polite. Also, there is an HR complaint, and HR stands for horrible reanimation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Apologies if we already covered it, but we just found that the owner of this place had basically done a runner,
Yeah.
leaving, more importantly, the two children to kind of fend for themselves.
Yeah.
So presumably they're out somewhere in the city, having been taken in by some kindly soul.
that would be a lovely scenario. If that's
That would
happening, right?
wouldn't that be lovely?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did amuse me that this is because Lily was so focused on getting to the house. This is the first place, this is the first population center. Arx Ancora, fucking Slumbering Hollow, the first place you haven't asked if you've seen two small children with alabaster and skin horns. Like,
If we had, would we have gotten the goddamn roll so we could just go, oh, we found them, let's fuck off?
yep. I had planned for that eventuality. I didn't think you'd leave this fight unfought, but yeah.
But I mean, if we'd been able to find them, figure out what was going on, and then found Kincaid, we could have just gone, yeah, we don't care what's going on there. Let's just nuke it.
Burn it the fuck down.
Yeah.
Point and click. Yeah, so long story short, there is a winged hound Archon on the roof, along with Lady Chambers. A giant fleshy monster that used to be Dieter has burst out of this soundproof cage. You can see that his blood is very literally boiling underneath his skin, as his vampire healing factor has been set into such overdrive that it is currently more than keeping up with the what do you call it?
Radiant damage.
Sun, which as he is no longer attuned to the ring because it has been digested by him after Lady Chambers force-fed it to him. He is basically just now constantly burning, even above and beyond the pain of the healing factor, which is unsuper for him. But with that, I'm going to ask for a couple of things. I'm going to ask for one of you to make me a d20 roll.
Who's feeling lucky?
I've got the lucky trait, I guess.
Go for it. Yeah, you can spend luck points on this, sure.
Do I have any indication what it's for?
Oh, this is if Kincaid's going to get here, right?
This is how lucky you are about how close Kincaid has managed to get.
It was a D20, right?
Yeah, you would need to be phenomenally lucky
You need a nat
to
20
turn
for
up
this roll.
before combat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that, it's more the other side, because this is currently sat at a 4.
Oh, there's no downside to roll low. It's just that he doesn't turn up.
Oh, okay. I'll stick with the 4. I feel like lucky might be needed later on.
The next thing I'm going to need is a con save from everybody.
Okay.
Joseph,
Yeah,
why are you such a bastard man?
because I hate myself and everyone else. That's only half true.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, we like you.
I like you.
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. What were the con saves? You're only shooting for a 14.
No, come on!
What did you get? A 13.
I got a 13!
I'm sorry, buddy.
Do we have any bonuses?
You're calling for?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. No, I rolled a 10 on the die and I've got a +3.
No.
Very good.
Oh.
Didn't have any blesses or anything up. No one's got any paladin auras. No, nothing.
What's the results there? So, Augustine?
I also rolled 10 on the die, but I have a +1, so 11.
Okay, so it's 2 failures. Lillian?
16.
Pass. Misty?
16.
Plus. Okay, so those of you who
The girls are
I
fine.
don't have any physical dice, but I can just use these ones. It's fine. Those of you who succeeded will take half of this, as the vampire, the bat-like sort of vocal structures which have like evolved and mutated out of its sort of throat area and hang in this like fleshy dewlap underneath. These massive vocal cords go taut as it sends this ultrasonic scream at you. That will be 32 thunder damage. Half if you saved. It rolled
Okay.
9, 7, 8, and 8 on 4d10.
Oh.
So half is 16, right?
Half is 16.
Yeah, cool. Just
Lastly, I would like you all to roll initiative.
Fuck's sake. Okay.
Okay.
oh, hold on. I can use Flash of Genius.
Yes. Would you like to add to someone's save?
Yeah, because I can use it as a reaction,
You
so
can.
presumably I can only do it to one person, right? 'Cause
That's
it
correct.
happens.
Yeah.
Oh god. No, this is like having to pick between your children. This is...
If one of them was a fatherly figure and the other one was Augustine.
Yeah.
Of my two gay dads, do I pick the nice one or the mean one?
God. I think she'll protect Robot Dad, I guess, rather than Money Dad.
Never refer to him as Money Dad again.
I believe isn't the term sugar daddy?
No, because this is non-sexual, and she doesn't want his money. Very actively.
Very fair,
Those
yeah.
are bad things.
So he's more
It's kind of
banker
the
dad.
opposite then. It's like a eat your greens daddy.
Oh my.
No,
It's a
my
dual
my
partner,
dad's
see.
a banker and he banks all day.
Greenbacks, money. Cool. What was the initiatives there?
Sorry, have I? Yeah, I got 4. Have I then succeeded on that save with Flash of Genius?
Yes.
Yes.
You only needed one
5.
more.
So, well, in that case, that's half the damage. Yes.
Yes.
What was that half damage?
It'd be 16 halved. Sorry, 16 once halved.
So you gain 16 HP back.
Yeah. Lillian.
12. I thought I was rolling kind of middle ground. This is not feeling good all of a sudden. Oh god, please. Please, Rich.
Rich.
22.
22.
Thank you.
There we go.
Misty got 5.
5.
But I am running away, so
That's
how
fair.
much help that will be.
I don't blame you.
So aside from Augustine, the first thing that's going to happen in this combat is rolling to see if Josiah turns up this turn, because Rich, you're the only person out of everybody who rolled above a 20. Then we have Lillian. Misty. And Will. Augustine, what would you like to do?
Not die.
That's honestly so fair.
I mean, what I wanted to do before I lost over half my health and what I want to do now are two very
different things.
different things.
Yeah.
Fuck. No, I think I still have to do it. So you're letting the stealth roll carry for now?
Absolutely, yeah. Until you reveal yourself, then none of the 3 others know that you're here.
For now, then we'll go kind of basically skulking around the edge of this map, basically.
Absolutely fine, yeah.
And then for my action, I will reach into my pocket. I will get an ink vial, I'll take off the top and I'll pour the contents on the ground.
Very good.
And from that puddle emerges this little buddy.
What's a little buddy?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Is that summoning as an action? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Absolutely fine.
It's a creature made of ink. Appears at my feet.
Cool.
I think that's all.
Yeah.
Ooh, a question I had about the sonic scream attack.
Yes.
Was that like a cone type thing, or like was that directional, or was that everything in the area?
It seemed like a cone. Yeah.
Okay.
It was breath weapon, effectively.
Okay.
Okay. Who feels lucky?
Not me.
Fuck it.
You can get a 15. Josiah will turn up before Lady Chambers' turn.
I got a 16.
Where would you like Josiah to appear?
I want him, because he's insane, and
Yep.
I want him to turn up behind the Lady Chambers. stabbing
Yes!
her in the back if possible. Because that's what he'd do. He sees a vampire, she's in a vulnerable position, she's not paying attention.
She's so focused on us that she doesn't notice this looming avatar of death behind her.
Sir, sold.
Yeah.
Would
That's
you like to go ahead
lowercase
and
avatar of death.
Yeah. I'm going to say she is definitely surprised, so you will get sneak attack on this.
I forgot he was a rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so
If ever you were going to roll a natural 20, now would be now the time.
it would be. Where's my red thing? It didn't actually go into one of the spots. That's weird. Okay, so 16 first roll. And that is a nat 20.
Ugh!
Please roll. I've given you the stats for the legendary action, so go for it.
It's 2d8 and 14d6 plus 9.
2d8 and 14d6. Okay.
Have you already doubled that?
That is already doubled, yes.
14d6 plus 9.
Plus 9.
Yep.
80.
Yeah, like full anime style, just appears up behind, walking straight up the wall, spider climb. Time to die, bitch. And just punches her in the back of the head, and yeah, deals 80 damage. Cool.
Okay.
She's not pleased.
No. But her focus is away from us.
I would say her focus is now split.
Well, Carl, we've got the immediate threat, and we've got the threat that she really, really hates, but it's over there.
Yeah, she casts greater invisibility.
He doesn't have Warcaster, was it Mage Slayer, does he? No?
Afraid not.
No. Okay.
Yeah, that's her turn. On the end of her turn. Sorry, no, it could be yes. Ignore me. Aha.
It's gotta be that thing.
What's that measurement there? 60,
55, 60.
That's 60 to will.
Well,
Yes?
you see this thing barrel towards you. It's taking chunks out of the stonework, and it sets this insane charge. Like, you can see that, by the way, as it goes over the water, as it moves over the running water, it takes acid damage as it passes through it, and it still has to double move to get to you.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go and get physical dice because I like rolling dice.
Yeah.
1 second.
While that's fair, I kind of wish he was rolling digital dice, because digital dice are a lot meaner than real dice.
I mean, you say that, but my digital dice rolled 9987 on 4d10 on that scream attack. So
This is true,
I
actually,
assume-
yes.
I assume that's what you meant by Mina, as in Mina towards us.
Yeah.
you see that sort of fleshy growth begins to swell, but doesn't go back to that same sort of bloody potency it had before.
It doesn't hit. Charge. Cool.
At the end of its turn, you see. Oh, thank you. One second. There you go. Yeah, at the end of its turn, you see Josiah get crocked in the jaw by something invisible. And it doesn't appear to... It's like punching, like... What do you call it? Mount Rushmore in the face. Like, what are you going to do? It does damage, but, like, shit.
He just doesn't give a shit, yeah.
Cool. It is one Inky Boy's turn.
Ooh.
Because I haven't ordered him to do anything yet, he'll just hang around with me.
Hang on with you. Cool. Lillian.
When it went through the acid, so it's still in the water, presumably.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can I get a medicine check from you, Lillian?
sure.
The DC here, I'm going to tell you already, is 30.
30?
Yep. However, did you get 30?
No, I got
Okay.
25, but...
Okay, cool. So the DC of full success was 30. For a 25, yeah, you can see this thing is like rapidly healing even from the acid burns, like, and not even healing, it's overgrowing flesh as it gets more damaged.
Right.
It's your turn.
I don't think this thing's gonna die. Maybe, if he could do enough damage in a single... Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, you bastard, Joseph.
What?
If it goes back to full health at the start of every turn.
No, it's just got regeneration 50.
Is it actually regeneration 50?
It's a number.
Alright. I am going to... I just need to start getting some damage out of this thing. So I'm going to cast, as a bonus action, Spiritual Weapon. That will just appear behind it. May as well roll that damage in first. We're going to cast that at... That's force damage. That's not that useful. So let's do that at 3rd level. Cool. 18 plus 8, 26 to hit.
Certainly hits, yeah.
Cool.
You see, this thing doesn't really have much of a guard up. Like, it's
Right.
relying on meat to soak the hits.
8 plus 13 points of damage. Force
Yep.
damage. So that's my bonus action there. I fucking don't trust this thing. Shit. Really fucking thing. That's a bonus. That's a bonus action. That's an action. And I will give Will healing hands for 3d4.
Very good.
So that's 3, 4, 3, 7, 6. 10 healing.
10 healing. Excellent.
That's a good heal from healing hands. And then I will back up 25, 30. Okay,
Perfect.
that's it.
That-
Done.
There is a spell, a cantrip, that would be so useful right now.
Oh, the one that stops regeneration.
Yeah, I've just looked it up.
It's,
Apparently the only
Chill
classes that Chill Touch, the only classes that can get it are sorcerers, wizards, and warlocks,
Yeah.
and I don't have it.
Could I get a medicine or arcana check from you, Will?
Medicine or Arcana?
Yeah.
They're both +1, so yeah.
Go for it. Might get a 20.
6.
There. The Hound Archon flies sort of up at that angle, so he's heading substantially upwards as well. He's probably about 100 feet above.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very quick boy.
Does that prompt an opportunity attack?
I mean, Kincaid
from
was right
Kincaid.
there.
Where was he? Hang on, can you do... Oh, you can. Let's see.
Yeah, that's in range. I think.
All right.
I can't see the grid lines, but I think so.
I'll allow it. Roll me a...
Although, no sneak attack, presumably.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get
Somebody else wanna
Sentinel,
roll this
does he?
one?
No.
Who's
You want to just have him smack him on the way past, go for it, yeah.
Lillian? You did quite well last time. I'm happy for you to roll.
I rolled a 9 on the die.
Still +13, 21 total.
Yeah, it's going to hit. Yeah, roll me d8 plus 9.
Okay.
He's just like backhands him as he goes. Fuck out of here.
5 plus 9 is
14.
14 points of damage.
Cool.
Yeah, just add insult to injury.
Yeah. That was... Lillian's turn. Cool. Yeah, so... And... Cool. Perfect. Can't see Augustine still, so he's not going to try and bother getting you in the area of effect.
He's still flying high above the...
Yes, he is. Yeah, so he'll be over sort of there-ish.
Can I forgot. Can I go into the building?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Yeah.
Yeah, just duck, yeah, absolutely duck in. Yeah, go for
Right
it.
there.
But it's not going to be a smart move because you will have total cover. I need to look up the rules on cover real quick. I think you're fully in a building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'll say is this is a powerful effect, so you'll make the save with advantage. If you fail the save, you'll take half. If you make the save, you'll take nothing.
Cool.
Sound good?
Yep.
He lifts his flaming sword aloft, and a coruscating pillar of heavenly fire slams downwards. And uses... Where's he gone?
Is it Flame Strike?
It's not Flame Strike, it's a individual ability.
Oh.
There you are. Can I get a Constitution saving throw from the three who are not Augustine?
Does it
I
also
rolled-
catch the beast, or is he?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
fuck. I rolled a natural 20 for 19.
I failed.
You're fine.
Thank fuck.
Dirty 20.
You succeed, so you take half of this, Will.
Oh, I got single digits. Just fucking shoot me.
I gave you a little bit of healing.
Yeah.
This is the kind of day when every little helps. So. Will you take 38 points of radiant damage? Misty, you
resistant to
succeeded,
radiant.
so you take 19.
I'm resistant to radiant, so is that then halved
You
again?
halve it again. Lillian, you're inside and have Doralus armor and have inbuilt skin protection from UV from being asthma, so that's definitely nothing. Although it does sort of, you see the beginning, the top of the building begins to sort of smoke and crack as it is genuinely blasts. You're standing on a ceiling you're on a roof, so you're on the top of a ceiling. You know what I mean? But yeah, and just sort of this enormous pillar of light comes down, and there is a sort of like a heavenly kind of note that accompanies it. That is his turn.
So is half of 19 9 or 10?
9.
9. Yeah, you round
So-
down.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Lady Chambers is going to use a legendary action, and she's going to use 2 legendary actions to cast a spell. Not that any of you see that, she's invisible.
Yeah. She casts some spell
Sorry?
of some. She casts a spell of some kind that we may or may not see the effect of.
If
I
it's
think
concentration, she has to drop greater invisibility.
It's not concentration.
Damn.
Where you gone? There you are. Cool. I'm just going to roll that on a roller because fuck doing that manually. Okay, so you see black light just blasts Josiah in the chest. And he is resistant to whatever effect is coming out of it, but it looks like it was a catastrophically large amount of damage that he is. And you see that while his strength is prodigious, his constitution has not risen to match. It is his strength that is increased. So he takes a huge amount of damage in one hit. Okay. That was turn. Misty!
Okay. Okay. So it would be...
Does this thing seem like it has reach, by the way?
The monster?
Yeah.
No, or it would have attacked you with its claws and fangs when it got to you. Yeah.
Just...
The monster it's based on has a tail, which has reach. Which I think is probably the point of the original stat block. But this thing does not have a tail, so... You live by the aesthetic, you die by the aesthetic.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, what is the range on dynamite? What's the...
Well, if you have catapult, then it's like 120
90
feet.
feet.
90.
Yeah, I do not.
Ah.
I mean, what's the explosive range of dynamite?
It's 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius. So, how far could... So if I were to get to, say, there, or I guess I wouldn't even need to. Could I chuck it over Will's shoulder?
Who are you trying to get with it?
I think this giant vampire creature thing, because I then need to get into cover, otherwise I will die.
Sure. You can, for certain, chuck the dynamite to within range D to no issue from there.
Perfect. I think that is exactly... Is that what we're gonna do? Yeah, because it's got the silver in it, so I'm curious as to what effect that will have. So can I do that? Yeet it so that it doesn't catch Will in the blast radius. So we're aiming for about there.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, you chuck it just past him. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And then how do I select my 3, 2, 3. And I will go there.
Cool. Yeah, so you're ducking back in under this sort of smoking, and you can see Lillian is in here and has sort of the rafters of this building have provided a little more cover than just like the tiles that were on the roof of this building. But yeah, the roof is like partially burnt away and missing even in here.
Cool. And then as a I think that's it. So for damage, so obviously it has to make a DC 12 Dex saving throw, I believe.
It can certainly try. That's a 12 on the die.
So meets it, beats it.
Meets it, yeah.
So
Only a 13 total, so.
yeah, so DC 12. So is that Each creature within, so it's 3d6 bludgeoning damage, if I'm reading this correctly.
I can't remember where I wrote this down, so yes, presumably. Is this the super special secret dynamite, or is it the
Yeah, so this is the one that also has silver shrapnel.
Very
so
good.
I don't know what additional stuff.
I will
occurs
take
with that.
into account the fact that it has silver shrapnel in it.
Okay. So that's 14 bludgeoning damage. So half down to 7. I swear it did something else as well, but
That's absolutely fine. What I will say is you can see the silver rips into this thing, and it looks about twice as effective as you would expect shrapnel of that velocity and mass to be.
Isn't it that you roll equal numbers of bludgeoning and fire?
Yes.
so that was bludgeoning. I missed that section. Cool.
Cool.
So
So roll me another 3d6, which will be the fire.
Wow. So there were 2 6s in the previous ones. There were 2 1s in this one. So that's a total of 6 fire damage. So again,
Nice. He has now taken 69 damage.
Nice.
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 You can tell who the 2 adults and the 3 children in this group are. Cool. Anything else in your turn?
Not that I no, I don't think so.
William.
What does the floor look like? Does the floor look like it's about to give way that we're stood on?
The bit that I had the dynamite go off on it, yes.
No. The bit that Misty stood upon.
The bit you're stood on, not currently.
Cool, perfect. No, that's fine then. Okay.
Will.
Okay. Kincaid won't be getting more sneak attacks, will he?
Not unless someone gets up in Lady James's grill as well.
How on earth is he so effective without being able to sneak attack people?
What? In
Just in general.
mostly because he was fighting guards with 7 hit points.
Oh,
Yeah, and he only needs to hit him at all.
Yeah. His strength mod does the job when all he's doing is grabbing someone by the clavicles and pulling sideways.
The honest truth is this is probably like one of the first real vampires he's ever fought.
okay. Okay, I have an idea. It would mean foregoing my attack.
Okay.
I cast Dispel Magic at 4th level.
On,
Greater invisibility.
you have to see the person.
I don't know
believe
if
so.
you do.
Choose any one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Doesn't say anything about being able to see it.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah, I
it.
had
You
a
just need to
feeling.
know what the effect is.
I'm going to take advisement from the internet on this one.
And you know Kincaid is fighting an invisible thing because he is actively in the middle of combat.
And because it's at 4th level, because I've got 4th level spell slots, you automatically end the effects of a spell on the target if the spell's level is equal to or less than the level of the spell slot you used.
Greater is higher than 4th level, isn't it?
Greatest 4th.
Oh, shit.
I will allow it. There is, so the prevailing wisdom seems to be if the creature hasn't taken the hide action and hasn't moved, which she hasn't, you know the space she's in, which is what you need to be able to. You need to still need to cast it on the right space, but she hasn't moved. So, yeah, a Lady Chambers pops back into sight right next to Desire, and Desire sort of just gives you a bit of a, and then
Yeah.
very good. Okay.
I am
we are
also going to move.
back. Very good.
And I am going to bash my my power axe on my shield a bit to make some noise, and I am
Yep.
going to move into the water there.
Okay, so you'll be in difficult terrain at this point, so you're about 3 feet of water.
That's
but
fine.
Just for future reference, yeah. Okay, Augustine.
Is any part of this of Dieter still on fire?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to give my bottle of rocket fuel to my little buddy.
Master.
Mike is not the one who has made the kamikaze imp.
He could do with a little drink.
Yeah. I'm gonna short sell the stock.
If I could give inspiration to the DM, I wouldn't, because not right now.
Not
but
right now. I'm going to say that will give you the effects of a fireball on Dieter. And
Lovely.
in no world does your imp survive this.
Come back. That's
You
fine.
come back, yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to roll, that's a fail on the dex save. So yeah, roll me 8d6.
$25.
25. That's going to make it perfect. Cool. Anything else, Newton?
In terms of action economy, what was that to give my imp the bottle?
I say that's probably use an object action. So you've got your bonus and move left.
I will move and bonus action dash.
Very good. Please do.
And I will go to...
Could I get a? No, I think the screaming imp, well, not necessarily screaming imp, but the imp carrying rocket fuel is certainly going to have drawn attention to the fact that someone is there. Whether or not he's seen you currently, the
In my defense, the imp moves after I move because imp has its own initiative.
Very good. Okay, so he'll in that case that damage will go off on Dieter on the familiar's turn. Right, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll keep that in escrow for now. I used a financial term for the. Yeah.
I see you. I see you.
Lady Chambers is going to consult her spell list.
Legendary action.
I assumed I'd be invisible, and I am not.
How mad, as in insane, do you think Josiah Kincaid is?
Pretty mad.
Yeah.
Augustine, can I get a perception check?
13. Can I boost that? That would be a 16. I'll use my
16. Okay, I think you see that Lady Chambers definitely casts another spell. And she leans in and whispers something to Josiah. Who is going to make a wisdom save. Fucking lol.
Good or bad?
I couldn't possibly say. All I can say is that's the end of Lady Chambers' turn.
That's so weird.
Well,
Yep.
what's your AC again?
My AC is 20.
Sweet. So
Hang on, before you say anything, I want to look up something. Okay, so the photovoltaic array
yes.
says when you are hit by a melee attack. So
Yeah.
can I choose to use this after I find out if I'm about to get hit?
Yes. So basically, if I tell you that an attack has hit you, you can use a reaction to
Okay, in that case, what
And
is?
give disadvantage on the roll. Yeah.
If this hits, then I'll use it, and it will give
It will
grant
be a
disadvantage.
26 to hit.
Oh, yes. In that case, I will grant disadvantage on the attack.
That is also a 26 to hit. Roll two 18s.
Come on.
Sorry, buddy.
All right, but it does give a big burst of radiant energy to try and
Yes.
blind it.
Does okay. So you take 10 points of piercing damage
Oh boy.
plus another 14 points of necrotic damage. And you see that the blood flowing into this thing's gullet, this weird blood and oil mixture. Normally when a vampire bites things, it's happy about it. This thing screeches and creels in pain, and you see the healing factor again kick in and begin to... was that 14 that was, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, the healing factor kicks in to cover from the blood, and it grows even more lumpen and misshapen as it heals. Sweet. It is then going to attempt to claw you. Ooh, that's a lot worse. That's a 16 as the higher of the two.
Okay, that's a fail.
Cool. That is the end of young Dieter's turn. And you see that those vocal sacs begin to swell and swell to bursting.
Okay.
Click, click, click. Yes. By the way, at the end of anyone's turn, you can have Josiah make an attack. It is once per.
Oh.
I just thought I'd remind you of that fact.
I thought it was like a once per round.
Once per round, but we've hit initiative count 20, which is when it resets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but we'll be better off waiting until.
You may well do. I'm just letting you know that the option is there. Yeah.
I think
either use it or lose it per round. So.
Because Augustine
does
will come up
that
before.
mean it's not been affected?
How do you mean? Oh, what?
Whatever whispers.
Oh, what? What against the dominate person?
Uh-huh.
The 27 he rolled.
Oh,
Yeah,
he is
saving
not
throw.
happy with
She
her.
whisper in his ear, and he just whispered back, "You bitch."
I think you would immediately attack at that point. I think that's the perfect time to.
Oh no! I've got a thought. When is it? Does he get to do a turn in addition to the legendary action, or is it just?
No,
Okay, in that case,
yeah.
I have a suggestion for. I was waiting to suggest this on his turn. I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
I think he'd like to make a grapple attack,
He'd grapple.
and then he's going to walk forward a few feet.
Oh, and dunk her in the water.
I think he's going to ride her down. I don't think he's going to care that he's going to end up in the water as well, because he's fucking metal.
So you're suggesting he's going to grab her and jump off the roof into the water?
Yes.
All right.
And he's then going to hold her under. So, he'll be taking acid damage on his arms, she'll be taking acid damage over her entire person.
It's still the same amount of acid damage, but I'll take you.
I know, thematically though.
Hey, it's really rad, and if you wish to make that happen, please go ahead and make a grapple check.
Is everyone happy with that plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, in that
like
case, as it is my plan,
She could beat him on this.
I've just seen the meme that Mike posted.
I haven't.
I need a meme.
That's not what I got him out for.
Okay, does Josiah have any inspiration?
No.
Okay, can I use my inspiration?
Yes.
Oh, actually, could I use my was it Destiny Point or whatever we were calling it?
Certainly, yeah.
Would that make this auto succeed or?
No.
Okay. All right, that is better. My first one was a 3.
Yeah.
The second one is 28 total.
Point of clarification, what are you adding to this? Are you adding the 13?
I was adding the 13, yes.
Cool, because it's an athletics check. So it'll be a +9, not a +13.
Oh, okay. In that case, it becomes 24.
You beat the 23 that she got.
Oh!
And I think effectively what happens there is she leans in and whispers poisoned, honeyed words into his ear to try and control him, and he Sparta kicks her in the chest and jumps down after her.
Nice.
Cool. Okay. So that was. This is now the familiar's turn. So that extra 25 damage from the fireball is going to go off.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. Lillian.
The angel thing is still flying in the air, isn't he?
Yes, and has drawn swords and looks like it is about to start flying down towards you.
Towards Will, probably. 'cause
Well,
he's
towards
close.
yours is what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
plural you.
There is no point pumping any healing into me right now. That's how low I am.
I mean,
It will be a drop in the bucket that will not be enough to save me from whatever hits me.
I can't get to him.
We're about to start playing Will Yo-Yo.
Probably, yes.
I can't get to him. I can get to that one. Oh god, I don't even know if I can kill the stupid Dieter thing.
Could I get another medicine check from you? It would be a 25 this time.
Sure.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yes. You also have access to Flash of Genius should you wish to use it.
21.
If you wanna, in lieu of making that Arcana check, Misty, if you want to Flash of Genius to just point out to Lillian what you have realised.
I think this could be incredibly crucial, so go on then.
Cool. You're studying this thing as you're sort of peering out, and Misty is there as well, and just sort of flicks one of the lenses down on one of the goggles and looks out, and sort of looking at it from more of a biological point of view. You're familiar with vampire healing factors, obviously making them very tough and very resilient.
Yeah.
It looks like the healing is actually doing more harm than good to this thing.
Right.
You so what would the total be on a with Flash Genius? Is it like 20?
26.
26.
Yeah, because it's +5.
This thing probably takes damage from healing rather than healing, and it is vulnerable to that damage.
So if we just try
Joe,
and heal
yeah.
it, heal it.
As it's a undead creature, and my particular brand of clericness means that when I heal things that are dead or near death, it maximizes those dice. Would that effect trigger as well?
Would you like to make it spend a destiny point to make that true?
Yeah, fuck it.
Go for it.
Okay, cool.
Right. That part of it wasn't something I had thought of, but actually that's really cool, so go for it, yeah.
So Lillian, realizing this, runs forward and uses Cure Wounds at using my last third level spell slot, and
So you walk up to this massive snarling thing, ears round at you, and you just grip it by the throat. How much healing is that?
so it's 3d8 plus 5, so that's 29.
Doubled?
So 54?
No, 58.
58.
58, sorry, you're right. 58.
Quick math. He bursts. He fully bursts. Like, you grab him by the throat, pour positive energy into it, and you see, like, white fire running down all of these distended veins radiating out from the neck. And each of them begins to grow and pulse. And he goes, and you see his heart, like, breaking ribs out of his chest as it begins to beat the fast. And the pressure builds up to him to the point where his head and chest just burst outwards, showering you all with blood. And you know what? The body still keeps trying to heal itself for a few minutes.
Oh! Oh!
It just can't fix a gone head.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Anything else in your turn?
Fuck it, the thing is still there. The bonus action, the sword goes flying towards the guy up there.
Cool, so it can move 20 feet up, yeah?
Yeah, so I don't think it gets to it.
It won't get to him this turn, no.
No, let's go.
But yeah, you sort of ready the effect.
Cool. That's all I got.
Marvelous. It is going to be the Hound Archon. Who is... I'm going to delete your boy. Why can I not delete Dieter? There we go. It's going to fly down to there. Where's his stat block? There you are. It's going to make a melee attack against each of you.
Cool.
Lillian, you're going to be the green die because I'm holding 2 different colour ones.
Cool.
What's your armor classes?
17.
20.
Mrs. Will, you bring the shield up at the last possible moment. Is this scything, flaming sword, and you're used to being heavier than anything you're fighting in combat with all the adamantium and viridium in your bones. It's odd for something to hit you and you not just feel like hitting a wall, but you get pushed back a good foot, like your feet leaving channels in the dirt and gravel.
Okay, I am going to counter-attack, though, with flanking.
Very good, go for it. Absolutely. What is that? Is that Sentinel, yeah?
Sentinel, yeah. When a creature within 5 feet of me is making an attack against a creature other than
something
me.
else. Yes, wonderful.
Okay, well that is a 17 plus 9, so that's a 26 to hit.
That will do it.
Okay, so this is 2d8 plus 6 force damage. 10. Okay, so that's 16 force damage plus...
Perfect.
Let's say... 6 cold damage.
Is it cold?
Yes.
Perfect. Absolutely fine, yeah. Lillian does hit you.
Mm-hmm.
He is using swords one-handed, so it'll be the smaller damage die. That is going to be 14 points of slashing damage.
Cool.
Bloody hell, that's a lot of ones. On 5d8 fire damage, you take 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Hey, today the real dice are doing quite well for you, so.
Yep.
Cool. It is then going to cast Sanctuary on itself as a bonus action. And that's the end of its turn.
Cool.
As it gets up into melee, you can sort of hear this sort of choir of angelic voices that follows it around. Chanting. Does anyone speak Celestial?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are like. Do you speak Celestial as well, Will?
Yeah.
Fair. You can hear like catechisms of flame and wrath being chanted sort of passively in the area. And as you get closer, you can see that this thing does have that sort of veneer of almost humanoid, like it is sort of all muscle and like gladiator body with the big gold eagle wings and the hound's head. But you do, as you look upon it, slightly pierce the veil of the truth of it, and it is a lot of eyes and a lot of wings and a lot of fire that is choosing at this moment to appear as it does. Misty, it's your turn.
Right.
Oh, sorry, before you do, Lady Chambers is going to use a legendary action to cast a spell.
Does it have a verbal component?
I'm about to find out. You can still cast verbal spells underwater.
Okay.
And if you're a creature that doesn't rely on breath, that's not too much of an issue.
Fair.
But hey, life's hustle.
Thanks.
There we go.
I presume she's also taking a lot of acid damage, though.
It's 1d10
Okay.
for vampires in water, which is it's not nothing, but it's not like a huge amount. I think she just
stops the regeneration.
It does stop the regeneration. That's true. She casts Blight on Josiah,
Oh.
which is not super effective, but it's kind of what she's got right now. Having said that, that's a big roll, and I haven't even rolled all the dice yet.
Oh.
Blight's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. He's resistant though, which is going to help. So it's going to go up to and also his regeneration is now stopped too.
It's true.
Misty, your go.
So, Augustine, are you attempting to sneak up on Lady Chambers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, serving him with a final notice.
Okay. You're not invisible though. I can still
No.
see you.
Can any of us still see him?
No.
From within, if you're out the building, I think you will know where he is or which direction he went. I don't know if you'll see him at this point. Assuming that Augustine has been trying to move stealthily to keep hiding from the others, he's going to have to have ducked in and out of sight from your guys' perspective as well.
That's why I didn't go across the courtyard.
Yeah, for real.
Okay. So, where to get to? Can I? So, would it be a perception to see if I can see him?
Yes.
Or...
Yeah. We'll call that fair. Yeah. What's your passive stealth, Augustine? Be 10 plus your mod.
21.
Roll me a 21 perception check, and yeah, you'll be able to clock him.
Cool. I need a 19 or a 20 on the die.
He's a slippery fucker.
That is 11. So no, I do not.
Yeah, you can't catch sight of him between the rubble and the smoke, and honestly, the fact that you're still pretty blinded from having the light of the sun cast down upon you from on high.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so I'm going to. So that's 10. Oh, kind of. Okay. Can't see him. Okay, so I will shoot. I will cast Melf's acid arrow as
Wonderful.
I effectively load a particularly toxic looking element into it. I have a feature, if I can find it again. So, whenever you cast a spell using your alchemist supplies as a spellcasting focus, which I am because I'm using a, I gain a +5 bonus to one roll of the spell. Can I choose that whether that's to hit or the damage, or is that already
one roll of spell? I don't see why not. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Okay,
a really
cool.
strange ability, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. So, ranged. Okay, so. Okay. I'm going to use lucky there, I think.
Cool.
Because yes, there we go. 26 to hit.
Yeah, I think you see the you sort of like fire the this sort of like launcher at the angel. It turns you. Mortal science will not avail. Just acid bursts in its face.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Cool. And it will take. Hold on.
Is it just that bit from the first Avengers film where Loki grabs the arrow and goes, ha!
Yeah, kinda.
It will take 17 acid damage immediately. Yeah. And it's going to take more acid damage at the end of its turn.
Very good.
And then I'm going to dash back inside the building.
Okay. I think. Is that the end of your turn?
I assume I can't, because I've cast a spell. I can't bonus action cast healing word.
Was that an attack roll? You cast something, by the way.
Yeah. So it's make a ranged spell attack against the target.
Can I get a Wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Oh, Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
Where's so 8. What does Sanctuary do?
So Sanctuary, if someone has Sanctuary cast upon them, You have
Yep.
to if you fail the saving throw, they are protected by the sanctuary, and you have to choose a new target or lose the attack.
Oh, okay. Do I know what the DC is? Or I assume
No,
I
you wouldn't know what his
no.
spell save DC is.
No, okay. Because it's currently 8. I could bring it up to 13 with Flash Genius. No, okay. So I have to pick a new target, right?
If you can, otherwise you.
Well, Malph's acid arrow's got a range of 90 feet.
So can you hit?
I can hit Lady Chambers.
Yeah, I think what happens is you see one of these sort of like shielding lantern archons, which is sort of flittering around him.
So it kind of.
You basically go for him, but you bank shot off the side of one of those, and it just sails through the air and stabs into Lady Chambers.
Just as she breaks head first out the water, it's like, I am going to.
Perfect. So that was how much damage? 17.
Uh.
And then half as much on next turn.
Well, she'll take 2d4 acid
2d4
damage
next turn.
at the end of her next turn. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So we will find out what happens.
Anything else in your turn?
Can I cast Healing Word as a bonus action, or because
No, because you've already cast Mel's Acid Arrow in the.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if that was the case. Cool. Sorry.
Yeah.
My brain's
You will have half cover for this. But as a legendary action at the end of your turn, he is going to respond in kind and cast Guiding Bolt on you.
Okay.
That is a 30 to hit.
30.
30, 3-0.
I think so. Let me double check. You might have a different
I
strength.
mean, if it's anywhere close to that, yeah.
It's going to be close. So 26 to hit.
Yeah, that very much hits me.
Yeah, you see him just summon again one of these flittering spirits into his hand, and he basically just fires a lantern archon at you. You have just double check the cover rules. I don't think it's going to make a difference. I think it maxes out.
Gives him AC.
Yeah. Yeah, you have +5 bonus, so yeah. Okay, cool. It's not bad considering what it could be.
We give resistant to radiant as well, so.
Yeah, absolutely. 10, 20, 26 radiant damage, which you can halve to 13.
That is incredibly fortuitous.
Very good. That was Misty's turn.
So the half cover doesn't affect the damage; it just affects his.
It just affects your AC. Yeah, it give you. You see, yeah, you would have had a bonus to your AC. Will, it is your turn.
Okay. How much do I know about Hound Archons? From
Roll a religion check.
Do I get advantage because I'm drawing on the memories of a certain soldier who fought this particular one before?
Ooh.
I do love dramatic story bits. Go on then. I was so prepped to say no until you said what you said, and then I was like, well, I want to say yes now.
Okay, religion, a total of 18.
Okay. Hound Archons are like commanders or assault troops for heaven. They are, whereas like your more sort of infantry role would be something like the Lantern Archons. They are disposable and grist to the mill. Hound Archons are powerful casters. They are powerful fighters. They're strong. They're resistant to magic. They like.
I'm specifically through the lens of the memories of someone who has fought them before.
Yeah.
Do I know what damage types I shouldn't use? Specifically, necrotic, lightning, and cold.
I think you would know the only one you really need to avoid is for this particular Archon, and it would vary by which god they were representing.
Okay.
Radiant and Fire are the ones that you don't want to send after the god of the sun's minions.
Okay, I thought that was the case, but I wanted to double check.
Yeah, no, I like it, yeah.
Okay, so I am probably going to go down before I get my next turn. So this might be wasting my spell slot. However, I am going to cast Spirit Shroud Necrotic,
Very good.
which will add 1d8 necrotic damage to my attacks. I am going to. I'm going to have to make the Wisdom saving throw because I'm going to be trying to attack this thing.
No, you're not. Sanctuary ended when it guiding bolted Misty.
Oh,
You could just beat
Yeah,
the shit
it
out of
ends.
it. Go,
in that
go
case,
nuts.
I'm just going to beat the shit out of it. And
Oh, he fully chose to take away the servitor angel, which was using for sanctuary, and yeeted it at Misty. So
Okay, well, I have flanking from Lily, so
you do.
I'm going to attack twice.
Yep.
And can I try and make called attacks?
To do what?
I want to sever the hand holding the crystal.
He is not holding the crystal. He is holding swords in his hands.
Oh, did I see what he did with the crystal?
Presumably somewhere on his person.
Okay, so I didn't see him put it into a pocket or anything because I was having to cut the hand off holding the crystal and then like yeet it elsewhere.
Yeah.
Instead, no, I am just going to try and fuck him up.
Very good.
Okay, that is a 24 to hit.
You're correct. Yeah. 24 to hit hits. I think he's even going to throw up a shield, and it bypasses the shield just.
Okay, so we have 2d8 of force damage. 4, 7, so that is 11, 17 force damage. 4
Yep.
cold damage.
Yep.
And 4 necrotic damage.
Of that, how much was from Spirit Shroud?
4.
The 4. Cool.
That was the necrotic.
Yep. And then the next, you have second attack.
So he's got a resistance to magical effects. I should have Hexblade cursed him. That would have been a crit.
Sorry,
Ow.
buddy.
So that's a 19 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Again, these dancing, sort of spinning motes of light, basically manifest words, are circling around him, and that is part of what he's using to fight you with.
Okay.
But you just carve through one and past it and into him.
Okay, well, instead of aiming for the hand that I thought was holding crystal, I'm just going to aim for the big scar he's got. It's just a big target for me.
Yeah. Aim for the other side. He'll take his other kidney.
Okay, so that is exactly the same. So that's 17 force damage again,
Yep.
plus 5 cold damage,
Yep.
plus 5 spirit shroud necrotic.
Very good. Yeah, you get some meaty swings on him, sort of the war cry of an ancient warrior ripping from your throat as you swing an axe at this fucker who doesn't like having axes swung at him because he has some specific trauma related to that. The trauma mostly goes from about there to about there. Cool. That is...
Yeah, that's action, bonus action.
Yep.
Yeah, that's me.
Cool. Top of the turn. Augustine.
I'm going to move and dash.
Yep.
Get the back. That is a 15 on the die. Plus...
Give advantage as well.
You do.
Yeah, both from flanking and prone.
That is a 24.
24 hits.
Excellent.
Just two rogues chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart because they're killing a vampire.
Is that the episode title? 2 Rogues in a Hot Tub?
No!
No,
Hot tub rogue
it really
machine?
isn't.
No? Okay.
No. Who wants to roll for Josiah?
He won't get the. He'll get it back after Augustine's turn.
Yeah.
So it will be any turn after. Any turn
So
that's not. Yeah. You see, you
So
be
he'll get Augustine's, and then it will reset out in a show 20, and then we can have him go again.
after. So you've used it to grapple and kick her down this round. Then Augustine's turn will end. You'll get the legendary action.
No,
back.
no. I thought we used it.
Yeah.
I thought you said we were about to lose it.
You were going to lose it in about five initiative ticks.
Right.
I was just reminding you because anyway.
Okay.
Augustine, damage.
That is 28 thunder damage.
Oh, there was a comma there.
As the booming blade goes off.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hit her with a sneak attack, I also siphon a little bit of time energy off her.
Very nice.
So I regain a moment. And her next attack or ability check is at disadvantage.
Very good. Okay. It's her turn.
How surprised is she by Augustine coming out of nowhere?
I think, she's basically being, held like that by Josiah, who is, again, just punching her in the side of the head. And Josiah basically just holds her up like that, so you can just come in like this. Just like...
You're like, holy shit.
I would describe her as vexed.
There's some Wild West shit going on over there, that's sure.
That's a Wild West rogue sandwich.
Yeah. I've closed the fucking tab I needed, so bear with me.
I think there's some Quentin Tarantino shit going on over there.
Just avoid looking at the feet.
Jesus.
She's actually pretty low on spells.
Excellent.
No, thank
That's
you.
what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Rich, last level up, you totally took Mage Slayer, didn't you?
No, I've got my little link buddy.
I like the little link buddy.
I engage in exploitative financial practices, and I like it.
Okay, baby.
That's exactly it. So it's the only thing in my head. So I've got so many fucking tabs open, it's going to take a second for this to load.
Is your little squid guy called Inkman Sachs?
Not bad.
Oh,
He is now.
that was beautiful, mate. I think she's just going to hit Augustine with a blight because it's not working firing however many she was fired into Josiah. Augustine, you get a con save from me.
What can one do with a destiny point in this moment?
Get advantage on the roll.
I'll use my current advantage. Inspiration point.
Yep.
That is a 19.
So you'll take half of. That is possibly literally average. Okay, now it's not. You will take, this is already halved, 16 points of necrotic damage. How are you doing?
3!
Very good.
Oh, you have even less than me now.
Yeah. That is the end of her turn.
Does that mean that... Does Kincaid get at the end of one of our turns or at the end of any turn?
Anyone's turn. Any creature's turn that's not his own, but he doesn't have a turn in this combat.
Shame, isn't it?
So she's gonna get punched in the head.
Rich, do you want to do the honours as you're there?
Yes, please.
So he rolls with advantage, right?
Yeah.
And he'll get the sneak attack because there's someone.
Yeah. I mean, he'd get sneak attack because of advantage anyway.
So that's 15 on the die, so that makes it 28 to hit.
That will hit. So roll me, 1d8 plus 9 plus 66.
Ooh, 32.
32.
How many?
32.
2. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Plus the acid damage she's taking.
Yeah.
I'm taking that into account. Yeah.
Cool.
It would be Dieter's go. That's unfortunate. It would be the familiar's go. That's also unfortunate. Lillian.
Right. I was saving this for not this fucking thing in front of me, but I've got no fucking choice because it's definitely going to kill Will if it gets around to its turn.
5 hit points.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I mean, if it took me
Lillian
down, it could
just-
then focus on someone else. You could get me back up again after.
No, Lillian just looks at this thing and goes, "Dearie, your fucking deal maker over there? She's gonna be dead soon. Do you really want to stick around? Can you just fuck off?"
Yep.
Does he respond to that at all?
Oh, that was a genuine question. Sorry, I thought that was rhetorical.
That's a genuine question. She's like done, but there is something on the edge of the periphery that looks like a very angry
I
old
am the
woman.
manifest will of my mistress. And my mistress is not fond of you.
Oh, I'm aware, dearie, but you're the manifest will of a lot of other things as well. You can still fuck off.
Not
if you want to.
anymore.
Very well, dearie. And then as an action,
Mhm.
I use Path to the Grave. As a bonus action, using Meta Magic Adept to give myself Quicken Spell,
Yeah.
I cast at 4th level. Where is it? Inflict Wounds.
Okay. So
I have advantage
you
on this
guarantee a crit if it hits. Is that right?
No, it has vulnerability. I do not
That's the
guarantee
one.
a crit.
Yeah.
I have advantage on the roll.
Cool. Roll me an attack roll.
I would like not to hit my keyboard with my dice, especially with
sounds
that.
heavy.
Yeah, not a good thing. That's a nat 20. It does 6d10 damage, so that's 12d10 times 2.
Yep. I'll tell you one thing.
I hope
your
it has
12 Roll your 12d10 because it also has resistance to damage from spells.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
roll 12d10.
66.
66.
66.
Very nice. Describe for me what it looks like as this spell goes off.
There is a moment where I think there is a disapproval from the old lady, which is now just coming through in full force of, you have fucked around. It is now the find out portion.
Very good. Yeah.
And this just necrotic energy just flows through Lillian.
Perfect, yeah. It blasts into this thing. It's not resistant to necrotic damage as well, otherwise it would have been, if you hit this thing with a guiding bolt, it's taking nothing.
Yeah.
But as much as this thing is old, it has defenses, as much as this is a trained killer, a frontline shock trooper, there's very little that can withstand that much direct hit. It goes from feeling not peachy to very critically injured in one hit. Anything else?
Like, Lillian looks physically drained as well. Like, it just took everything. Still go, dearie. That wound on your chest, I know what caused it.
It spins its swords.
There's also probably a moment of, how
Roll
the
me-
fuck?
Roll me a religion check.
Sure. What's 8 plus 7?
15.
15. Yeah, 15.
Okay. There's other stuff it said that you sort of is playing in your mind, but that's probably a later problem than right now.
Yeah, not anymore. Is
But
it?
the thing it said about manifest will is possibly it can't choose to walk away,
Right.
even if it wanted to. And you have no evidence either way. You haven't really had that thought of whether it wants to or not. But if it did want to, it couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was certainly a turn. It is coming up for its turn. Lady Chambers is down to her third levels, I'll tell you that much. It is going to use a legendary action on that turn as well.
What? The Archon? Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, the Archon, yeah. Oh no, because it guiding bolted, so it's only got one left. So it's gonna it'll make an attack as it's. Oh, Lady Chambers is gonna bestow curse.
We're fishing the bottom of the spell pool now.
Augustine, can I get a Wisdom saving throw?
Nat 20.
Yay! The round of nat 20s.
For a total of 22.
So what that bestow curse was going to be was the effect of make a Wisdom saving throw at each of the start of your turns. If it fails, it wastes its action, then does nothing. And the curse was going to be feel guilt. Augustine is a man proof to guilt. How cinematic was that 20 from my... Oh, that was lovely.
No, that won't work on me.
It's going to make one melee attack as a legendary action. Will is 21 hit.
Maybe James is doing this.
21.
No, the Archon is doing the attack as the bonus.
Okay, I'm going to trigger the shield. Imposing disadvantage.
To make it reroll.
Yes.
This could be very key. I will tell you now, this thing has a +10 on its attacks. What does it need on the die?
Oh god, it only needs a 10 on the die.
That is a 3. At the very last minute, Okay, so light is not this thing's greatest weakness. I think at this moment, considering what weapon you're holding, the technology it came from, and who was the last warrior to stand toe-to-toe with this thing with a weapon in hand, there is almost, Lily, I think you see, in the light of the shield, you see like a second sort of staggered shadow just behind Will holding the shield up, even stronger than it should be, and it misses. It is now its turn. Because it had to use or lose that legendary action.
Yeah.
It's going to be important. Will.
Yes.
It's going to make a longsword attack against you. That is a 26 to hit.
I'm going to use the shield again. It
does
doesn't
that
say
use
it uses a reaction.
It should say that it uses your reaction.
Let me just double check.
Please do double check. I will go on with the road of this, because if I didn't, that is a failing on me to rewrite a thing that I had on my to-do list to rewrite.
While attuned to this shield, when you are hit by a melee attack, you can cause the shield to emit a burst of blinding radiance, granting disadvantage on the attack and potentially causing it to miss.
Alright, fine.
Now,
should...
Now, it could potentially be, because I added the old version to my sheet, it didn't update with a new version, so that could also be on me.
Let's this is actually a very important role for you guys, so I think we'll do our due diligence on this one.
Yeah, so I'm going to remove the photovoltaic array and re-add it to my character sheet.
Sure. I'll just check on my homebrew creations, because I got them here. Because I had them open for reasons. Yep. Please roll... no, I will roll again. So it had a 16 on the die first time. Has a 15 on the die the second time.
Yeah, no, I'm going down.
Cool. This thing... Lillian, can I get an insight check from you as this thing hews into Will with its flaming sword?
Many numbers. 14 plus 11. 25.
You don't... So, the last time you saw Will go down, he was being punched by something that really hated him. and you don't get that vibe here. Like, this is, especially for this thing which was part of like an exterminatus squad. There is a little distaste to the sword blow, but it's not distaste for William. So where you were thinking earlier, like, yeah, you're not sure. Regardless, that was its first attack.
How much damage does it do?
Not enough to put you to insta-kill you even close.
But definitely more than 5.
Oh, it does 5. It 5 if it rolls minimum or all its fire damage. Lillian, what's your AC?
17.
It's 17.
That hits. I'm going down as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We've got 3 1s. How many hit points do you have?
9.
Oh yeah, you go now. Misty, you see from inside as it goes across Will and sort of sinks to his knees, and then across Lillian as well. It turns to look towards where you were and looks to face you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Ah, okay. Who's in the initiative count? Who's next?
Will be directly after you.
Perfect. Okay.
I think it's.
I would like to use an action to pour the health potion that I have in my inventory down Lillian's throat.
Great. Yeah.
And I would like to use a bonus action,
It's a healing word.
healing word on Will.
Outstanding. Go for it.
What healing potion is it?
Greater,
was
I think,
just-
wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
I think someone bought a greater. I don't know who got which one, basically.
I think Misty's got it.
Potions.
I think it's for.
44 plus 4.
Yeah.
Is your spell unaffected? And so Will, you are healing 13 hit points because once again I can use my alchemist.
To add to one roll of the die.
Yeah.
Lovely. Cool. So
That's crazy. That's almost 3 times what my previous hit point total was.
any advance on that on other things doing? Any move or?
So I can't get back in, but I will at least. I will move my last remaining in that direction, so we're kind of split up.
Okay, so you went.
I was there.
Did you have the movement to get around it without provoking attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Why do you need to go
So
around?
Because I had to
Healing-
get. Because healing word is ranged. Healing word is ranged. Healing word is ranged. It completely ignore me. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not that speedy that I can zip to both of them. I ran to Lillian to pour the potion, because that's obviously requires direct contact.
Outstanding.
Cool.
End of your turn.
Yes, indeedy.
It's going to make a legendary action attack. Will, what's your AC?
20.
So 25 to hit.
Shield.
You got one more, I believe.
Yes, I do. I thought that was Lily casting shield on me. I was like,
No, I wish I could.
Can you?
No.
It needs a
10 on the die.
10 on the die.
Has it rolled a 10? 6. No, 9!
At the very, very last moment, as you got healing worded, right?
Yes.
So yeah, this like punctured dart punctures into your neck and just fills you with healing potion, and you sort of look up, just to get the shield just in the way in time for it to blind the thing. Cool. It is your turn.
Yeah, I stand up. I Hexblade's curse it,
Very good.
because I had not done that before I went down.
Mm-hmm. Please come down to the wire, guys.
there's a full other thing over there to the north side of the quadrant. We're like,
Yeah,
you got that right. You got that.
The two rogues who are basically fine just stabbing a woman to death in a farm.
Oh god, I can just if we had an animated opening, I can just picture that in silhouette. First attack. Oh, that's 2 12s for a total of 21 to hit.
Gonna cast shield.
Ooh. Natural 20.
We'll have that.
I was gonna. I was thinking, do I use my inspiration for that? And I thought, no, I'll roll the second, see if I hit with that. I crit with that, so yeah. Okay, so this is 4d8 plus 6 force damage. 7, 13, 19. 22. 28 force damage plus 2d8 cold. So 7. 14 cold damage. Plus.
Plus Hexblade's Curse.
Plus Hexblade's Curse. Which is a further 3 force damage. So that's what? 25 plus force damage plus 14 cold? Was it 25?
25 plus 14 for 39 plus...
Yeah. No, that's it.
39.
Oh no!
41 hit points remaining.
Wait, so hang on. Plus 6!
Plus 6 from Hexblade's Curse?
No, plus 6 just from my damage modifier.
From your damage modifier. Very good. I felt there had to be more.
Yeah.
You bring the axe round and just with, again, that shadowy silhouette behind you, just bury the axe in this thing's chest. And its limbs go limp, and its form sort of stutters at the edges as that ability to hold itself together in a corporeal, pseudo-mortal form, at least, disintegrates for a second. And it sinks to its knees, and you can see, like, bright gold glowing blood coming from it. And it looks with true sight past your shoulder and sort of just gives a... I will see you soon. And it discorporates, leaving behind a crystal rolling across the ground. If you anyone can roll me an easy religion check.
Ooh, not 20.
22.
6.
For 27, by the way.
24.
Very good. So angels killed on this plane just pop back up to heaven. Same with demons. It might take them a while to reconstitute, but this is a powerful angel. There was a reason why the precursor humans had to find alternate storage solutions for their prisoners of war. What thought is going through Brad's head right there? Because I saw a thought happen.
That they're looking for their buddies, and they might still be in prison somewhere.
That's a thought.
You know
Might
what
even
was
be a
going through
god
my
in
head?
prison. Might be a god in prison somewhere that they really want back.
Augustine, it's your turn.
Joe, yeah, out of character, I do have one thought as to an alternative storage solution.
Mm-hmm.
I dedicate this kill to the demon princess.
Yeah, that only works for mortal souls, I'm afraid. And
What?
gods.
I was about to say, it worked for a god once.
Well, I think kind of the point was that Cullen made himself mortal. That was why it worked.
Okay.
Augustine.
I'm oblivious to all of this as I
Yeah,
stuff
shanky woman. Like the water is just gone like inky black with this thick black blood that is just running out and sizzling as it comes out.
That's a 19 on the die for 28 to hit.
Oh, that hits. Yeah.
Holy shit.
20... 16 plus 6. 22 damage.
Okay. She has 4 hit points remaining. It is her turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to real quick look at her spell list.
When does she take the acid damage?
Ooh.
At the start of her turn. 3 points of acid damage.
Oh!
I know what she's going to do. She's going to bestow curse on Josiah.
Okay.
Alright.
He's going to roll a save. I'm going to tell you the word she uses to curse him. Drink.
Ooh.
Oh! That was his saving throw!
Oh.
Josiah wordlessly picks her up by this jaw and pulls. And ash rains down into the water, staining it even darker black, as a ring falls into the water, and Lady Chambers is extinguished from the world.
Woo! That was out of character. In character, it's just...
Could I get a hit point check from everybody out of curiosity?
6.
3!
I haven't been attacked since the last time.
We got 6, 3, Lillian.
16.
Yeah, Will.
13. The only two in double digits are the ones who went down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just because of the healing.
Yeah.
I was really worried I'd balanced that combat badly, but actually, that was nice. Tense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was...
So just because I'm struggling to work out what's happened, but I think I've just caught on. The nat 20, that was Kincaid's nat 20.
Saving throw against the
Right.
compulsion to feed on Augustine. And
Okay,
what
so
a
that-
narrative nat 20.
That is brilliant. I was actually way more worried that the command was not to feed on Augustine, but to feed on her.
Should turn him into another one of the...
Diablerie, yeah.
Yeah. I was worried that's what she was trying to do, trying to turn him into another...
Let's say because it didn't work, that's exactly what I had intended. You've seen through my ruse. The rooftop is suddenly very quiet.
As she discorporates, does she drop it? Because she had a map.
She doesn't drop anything.
Okay.
Apart from the ring, right? That
The
Apart
ring
from the
she-
ring. Rings okay.
Oh, and also various bits of jewellery that's plonked down into the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, nick all that in case it's magical, I guess.
Yeah.
It may well be. Yeah, the rooftop is very quiet suddenly, except for the crackling of smoke of the wooden bits of the building, and the shouts of surprise and horror from the surrounding city.
I think Lily gets up, sees that Misty is okay, sees that Will is okay, well, alive, looks over to the stabbing, sees that she's gone, Josiah and Augustine are alive.
Presumably Josiah gets out of the water now.
Yeah.
He's not stupid.
Now, I might just stay here for 113 rounds.
That might take one. And then she starts making a beeline for the room where the monster was, I guess.
Yeah. Huge gouges in the walls. You can see that this is warded with silent spells, which is why there was no thunder damage to it. It's deep in filth and rotted blood, and
Is it still silenced?
yeah.
Hmm.
So you would see Lily just I guess you wouldn't hear anything, but you just see her like throw back her head in a scream, but nothing coming out because there's the silence spell. And then she'd come out and be like, we need to find if they escaped. They're probably in the streets somewhere. They're smart kids. Find them. I need to start going looking for.
Gotta do what you always do.
Yes. Are you everyone alive? You look
Well enough, yeah. Happy to help you search.
Yep. Thank you, dearie.
Just for clarification, Will did pick up that crystal.
I fully expected you to, yeah.
Did the Hound Archon drop anything?
No, discorporates with
With all its weapons and gear?
yeah. His weapons aren't magic items; they're an extension of him. So
Okay.
yeah.
Looks over. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that the hand on. You said he coughed up golden blood at one point. Has that also discorporated?
Roll me an alchemist's tools check.
Yay!
Because
Angel
I love it when
blood!
people ask questions that I would ask.
Oh, that is a 19 on the dice.
Yeah.
How
How many more flashes of genius do you have left?
one, I think.
You want to use it?
Oh, it is an ability check. So, yes. And hold on. There is also.
What's your intelligence modifier and your proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's 13. But there's also something if I'm using. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check that you make that uses your.
So you have
proficiency
expertise
skill.
here.
So that's
19.
10, 16. It's 16 plus 19 for
35.
35.
Cool. While all this is going on around you, Will, sort of the vengeful warrior, stalking over and picking up like the spoils from his defeated foe. Augustine just straightening his tie. Lillian screaming. You go, huh, neat, some goo! And you go to your belt pouch and you pull out like a warded vial, which is supposed to be used for like holding like bits of elemental, like water elementals and stuff, that kind of thing, or like sparks of fire elementals, because they're very, very useful components. But you think, that's an angel. Well, if I reverse the code sequence of that particular fire rune, and there's no reason it shouldn't work on divine fire. Scoop it up, and yeah, and like the vial is just anathema, being a very mortal creation to this immortal blood, and the bead of blood you manage to get just sits levitating in the middle of the vial, trying to get as far away from the walls as it can. It almost feels like the same way the phase fluid sat in the vial, but yeah,
From the opposite direction?
in the opposite direction. Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool. What would you like to do?
Lillian just kind of looks over where Augustine and Kincaid are, and looks at Kincaid, who is supernaturally strong and very fast. Deity, could I have a favor? Can I get jumped off this fruit so I can go searching for my grandkids in the streets?
Shit, we dusted this bitch. I'm yours for the afternoon.
Well,
Yeah.
pick me up, dear.
He like you go over and you like it's sort of it's just like a fireman's carry haul over the shoulder, and as he jumps, he goes, "Don't you have wings?" and drops.
They don't work that well, dear. Not since very long time.
Yeah. He
No, I
jumps
haven't
down.
been carried like this since my wedding night. It's quite
Okay,
nice.
yeah.
You're a bit young for me. And I know your ex-wife. It'd be weird.
Yep. Like this,
Like
this is a deep scowl on Josiah's face. Is the best mood you've seen him in since you met him.
Before we jump over, I just Lily just looks at Augustine and goes, "Good job, dearie. Well done. Hope you gave it a stab for me."
Looks like there was plenty of stabbing to go around.
You are deposited safely on the ground. You can see, by the way, there is no federated town guard in Ragbend. It is all private company kind of thing. But it's a bit more of a sort of... The difference, I would say, between Ragbend and somewhere like Elysium, for example. They're both very, very commercial, but it's like the difference between like Oxford Street and Camden. Like individual stalls and stuff all have like a guard or something, but all of the violence was very much contained in like a 40-foot radius, so no one is like aggrieved by this. But there's certainly some looky-loos coming on as you are deposited down.
Well, that was a very loud screech.
It was a very loud screech. Yeah, it was a bone-flensing screech for anyone who's not got character levels of hit points.
Still wearing the fucking rings, probably. Lily Fight looks for the nearest person who looks like they have any kind of knowledge, information, or usefulness. Like it goes like
Roll me an
she's like,
investigation check.
sure.
Ooh, the stall holders that would have been posted out the front of the mansion.
Yeah. Investigation.
The nearest shop owners to the mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, 18 total.
18, cool. You battered, bloodied. What sources did you take down? You took down some Radiant and Thunder and
Radiant, thunder, and fire.
So just scorched, bloody, slashed, just like bits of armor rent open as giant diagonal slash across your chest. You sort of march up to the nearest stallholder and say,
Deity, have you seen two children with horns? One's got lilac skin, the other one's got alabaster. That's the one. There we go. Now where are they? What?
Just points back in the shop.
Like she looks? Are they
Yeah,
just
there's-
hanging out?
Two kids playing on a mat. Yeah, I think their dad ran off. Like, I just been.
She's like, she's ignored him. She's just walking past him and walks up to her grandkids and just kneels down and just goes, "Please, you remember your grandmother?" And just, "I'm your grand.
Hello?
Do you remember your mother?"
And they look a bit alarmed at that question.
Your real one, dear. The one who looked. That's okay. It's okay. Do you want to come with me? Come on. And takes their hands. And do you know where an inn in this place is? A nice one.
You talking to the kids or to the bartender?
Probably the bartender.
Sorry, no, not bartender. The shop owner.
The shop owner, yeah.
Yeah, my cousin has a place on Fork Street.
Where?
Uh,
On that
yeah.
one. Right. Thank you.
You okay with the?
Oh yes, I'm fine, dear. Perfectly, 100% hunky-dory and everything's fine.
You
Thank you.
got a
dear.
bit. Sure.
Oh yes, that's fine. That's all fine. You have a good day and have a cookie. Gives him a cookie, puts it in his mouth. Because I've just had too much talking from him.
As you go to do so, could I get a perception check?
Sure. 24.
He sort of, when something comes fast towards a face, and someone blinks as a sort of a flinch. He does that, and when his eyes open for a second, you can just see those galaxy spirals inside the pupils, and then he blinks again, and they're gone. He sort of reaches up and takes the cookie rather than allowing you to place it in his mouth. But
Right.
thanks. You have a good day now.
I will. I'll have
Bye,
a
guys.
nice day ever.
And he waves to the kids, and they go.
Take them with me to the nearest inn, to
Sure.
whatever inn that he told me.
Yeah, I mean, he sends you to. He's not the nicest inn, but like it's his cousin's place, and he likes to drum up his business.
Lily dumps like 30 gold on the counter. I need the room, please, dearie.
Sure. Yeah, it's the Fox and Firkin, so it's run by another Valini man. And yeah, you just pour out. You just tip the gold pouch until it seems like the right amount of time has gone by, and then stop tipping the gold pouch. And yeah, you head up. By the way, you guys up on the roof. Can I get a perception check from y'alls? Because you didn't go far. You went to the nearest physical building.
16.
14.
16. I think at least one of you clocks Lillian walking back out of the shop with two small children in tow, one in each hand. As you walk off, as you get into the pub, and you sort of hand over, a month's wages for this man. You yeah, he sends you up with to a room. It's a clean, relatively nice hotel room with like it's sort of like a suite, so it's got like a queen bed and a couple of twins and sofas and stuff.
Do they still have the rings on them?
They do.
She looks over them, checks them, makes sure they're okay. Oh, and then casts. Shit. Fuck's sake, this is annoying. Oh no. Oh, how bad would this be? I can't tell if they've had spells cast on them like Modify Memory, because Detect Magic is divination magic. They'd be shielded from it. But I could cast Spell Magic and get rid of it. But then I could potentially be traumatizing them immediately. She just goes, dearies, you don't remember me, but do you remember anything from before you came to this place?
You have a grandson and a granddaughter, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Twins, yeah.
Yeah, your granddaughter's. No, we just remember being on the boat with some men, and there was a wizard.
Had a big pointy hat and everything, dear? Or did
No,
you just
he had
say, I'm a wizard?
He had a big book and
Did he cast a spell on you, dear?
I don't remember. I know
That's
he was in
fine.
charge. He was very shouty.
Wizards tend to be kind of shouty. It's fine.
Are you really my grandma?
I am, dearie, I am. I come... Your mother looks more like you.
Where's my mum?
Who do you think is your mum, dear?
You said that I have a real mum.
You do, dearie, you do.
And it's not mother, it's someone else.
Good. Yes, dear. There is another person.
Okay.
Wonderful. Your mother, she's not on this place anymore. She wishes she could be. She really does. But I'm going to be taking care of it now, okay?
I think you see, no joke required, there is trepidation, as in you to them right now you are a new person who has never.
Yep.
You're functionally a stranger to them right now.
Yeah.
But also, you are someone who has spoken very softly and very kindly to them for all of the time that you have known them, and that's not been true of every parental figure they've had.
Are you hungry, dears? Thirsty?
Mr. Colin gave us breakfast, and
Oh, I'll have to think.
he makes
Mr.
little
Cullen.
gingerbread men.
Oh, I'll have to get the recipe from him. And we can have some gingerbread. I have my own cookies, of course, but I'm sure gingerbread men are lovely. You woke up this morning and you decided to leave, though? Yes?
No, a couple of days ago.
Oh, so you've been hungry for a while, so you haven't eaten quite...
Mother and father told us to stay in our rooms, and then they left. And that was 4 days ago. And when we felt like it was safe to leave, we left and sort of left. And Mr. Colin found us.
Alright, that's alright. I have a few friends, and they're going to come round eventually, and we're going to have a discussion. Right? It'll be okay, don't worry, you're fine. Just very glad to have you back. It's been a very long journey.
Yeah. They're sort of like holding hands and clutching each other quite like tightly. They seem to be very, very close to each other.
Yeah.
And more so than to you, however heartbreaking that is. But
Lily is hurt. She's also very angry.
yeah.
And she's trying very hard not to let this show.
A question I would ask is, Josiah was with you when you got the kids back. Would you have asked him not to follow you here, or?
I think she would have asked him to keep watch from a distance that is far enough away that the kids can't see. He's capable of that. I know he's a rogue. He's easily capable of hiding in a shadow somewhere where they can't see him.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
And then Lily will I think I got a new headpiece, so I contacted
did.
the others and say, I'm at, there's a hotel down the way. I've got grandkids. I don't know. That's where I am. That's all I. And like
Have you
she
got a
just
model
like,
pick? Your grandson says, "Have you got a model pick?"
yes, dearie, a little bit.
Cool.
Do you like that stuff?
I got a tablet. It's got a game on it.
Oh, can I see it, dearie?
Pulls out Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that one. My friend Misty. She plays that one.
Cool.
You'll meet her soon. Don't drink anything she gives you.
Why?
She's a bit of a she sometimes tries to sneak drinks she shouldn't.
Why?
You know the kind. She's just a bit mischievous is all. That's it's not bad
Okay.
necessarily.
Okay.
Not just yet.
Yeah. You guys get hailed over the earpieces.
Yeah, probably send a message back saying, just let us know when you need us. We'll give you as much time and space as you need. We'll book into the same hotel and just let us know if you need anything.
It's early morning. Have these kids had their circadian rhythms adjusted so they sleep during the day, or do they still sleep at night?
Fuck me, what a question. Have an inspiration point. Geez. What a great question. I think specifically no, but because the vampires didn't actually have that much to do with them. They had staff to look after them.
Okay.
And
Also, the vampires didn't, because they had the rings, didn't have to only
didn't have to be
engage
out
at
in
night.
the...
Like, yeah, if they were part of high society, they'd have to have some presence during the day occasionally.
Yeah.
Give a semblance of normality.
I
Children playing
don't
inside.
think they would specifically have adjusted the kids' circadian rhythms, though. I think the kids have just got up. And even so, they've been with the shopkeeper for 3 days. And, yeah, like, that's long enough for, not to reset anything, but for it to go hinky if it was otherwise.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Also, I think they would have instinctually set out to leave at dawn, because that's when the daytime is in its nicest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You two you've had breakfast here. There's no time for lunch yet, so let's just get to know each other for a bit, and then I'll find out about you and what you like, and you can find about me and what I like. And you can ask me any questions you like. Okay.
What happened to your tummy?
Oh.
Points to the burning, still smouldering angel fire scorch mark across your...
This is going to be very complicated. Grandma is an adventurer.
Cool.
You know what that is? So I fight monsters and bad things, and and I'm also a cleric, and I put the dead to rest.
I'm a paladin, says the boy.
Is
Oh,
he?
I'm gonna be.
Oh, right. Of course, dearie, that's perfectly fine. Good news.
Paladins are stupid. I want to be a wizard.
Okay, dearie. You could be a wizard. Be anything you like. All right.
Yeah, and you're more familiar with this than I am, but just barrage of questions. Question.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah,
for no reason and for any reason.
Yeah. Just tons and tons of questions about my personal life, my past life, like what, like all kinds of weird things. Yeah.
We're getting it all
Roll
out.
me a parenting check.
I, in no world, am ever qualified to ask you as a person to roll a parenting check. Under no circumstances.
I have sent my oldest off to Stubbington, so he's having his own fun at the moment.
Stubbington being...
It's like a venture parky camping ground kind of thing. He's
cool.
So like for the school, they went together. So
rocking, nice.
Yeah, it's weird not having because it's very quiet.
Yeah,
very
almost
odd.
Suspiciously quiet.
Yeah.
Back on the oh no, you can be anything you like.
Do you want to get smoked?
Do you have inspiration?
I do not.
Take inspiration. That's very good. On the roof, then you've checked in with Lily. What are you guys doing?
Loot the mansion for all it's worth.
I think the priority for Augustine is to find whatever thing that was referenced is the map.
Cool. Roll me an insight check.
That is a 22.
Cool. And then roll me an investigation check.
That's not so good. That is a 9.
Okay. So you're.
Can I give
investigating...
advantage on the investigation check?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah. You have a advantage on that one.
Same again, unfortunately.
Your investigation doesn't turn anything up. On the insight check, sort of you start to get into that sort of, oh, I'm in a house I don't own, and I have time to be methodical and logic this one out. Everything worth anything that was portable has been taken, like jewelry, that kind of thing. The other thing is, investigating this place, you're not sure where this house Lady Chambers didn't live in. This is not her house. This is not where she does. So if the map was a physical thing, it's probably not going to be on the property here. Because you think she was probably smart enough to not bring both, because she didn't trust the angel, although she was working with the angel and by extension Eldin.
She doesn't trust anything.
And she was perfectly aware that angels are very good at smiting undead, regardless of how many bits of Claire's accessories they're wearing. So, yeah, you're not sure. The other option is, if that is information as privileged as you suspect it probably was, that may not be something that she wrote down. There's possibly she could have just got the information in her head and destroyed it, and destroyed the original. So, yeah.
Is there a teleport device within this building?
No. Now you have a little more time. You're not trying to move stealthily. You can navigate the building with more ease now.
Disarm the traps.
Yeah. There is a basement, and part of the basement is a larder. You do find more bodies in the basement. They are bodies in not a martel style holding cells, just big oubliette kind of put them down there and forget them kind of thing. It looks like those people were locked down there and died of thirst about a day ago. All of these ones actually, roll me, I say history for Augustine, but you can roll it with advantage because of your profession.
17.
Cool. Looking at these bodies down here, you can see that they are dressed mostly in business suits or admin clerks' uniforms. You suspect that the same thing happened to these people that happened to that guy who you met in the Wellspring. He asked one too many questions. He annoyed the wrong person at a business lunch and ended up in a holding cell being fed upon. But when Mr. and Mrs. Drake Felwyn and I think Lucinda Felwyn, I think I called her, were jetted from this place, they just left the fridge full. Any other questions?
Were we pinging some immortal tech in here at some point?
You were, absolutely. What you're finding mostly is, stuff like tablets and blenders and fridges and the locking device for the thing on the roof as well. Like the garage door opener kind of thing. Any, serious heavy immortal tech has either been taken or was never here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get the sense that there's no computers here, for example. You don't get the sense that Drake and Lucinda were themselves particularly adept with technology. They were happy to reap the benefits of it, but only as a sort of commercial curiosity.
Are there any
the studies are
signs?
much more a Lady Chambers thing.
Gotcha.
Say again?
Were there signs that they kept any other children here?
No.
Okay.
Putting together from the letter and what Drake Felwyn said in that letter, it was kind of it's a fashionable done thing to do. and he was a few years behind his sister, obviously because Georgia and Etta Chambers were much older. Yeah.
Do you think it's worth... does Ragbend have any kind of authorities?
It's got like a commercial council, like a guild, trade guilders council. But it doesn't have a central administration. They meet in someone's guild hall on a rotational basis, basically.
Right, I was just wondering if... just thinking, should we summon any local authorities to come and exhume all the bodies in the basement? And also to get these Felwin's names entered into the list of persona non grata across Volan.
I mean, they'll just compel anyone who recognises them on the list, but the body should at least be... What are the chances that we will be believed? If we were to go to the police force and go, we just happened to wander inside this other person's house and we happened to find all these dead bodies.
And discovered a screaming mutant vampire, an angel of the Lord, and this bitch.
Yeah.
They're all dust now as well.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with it.
Habeas corpus.
Yeah. I think we just leave it abandoned and someone else can come up with the story of why they wandered into this house.
Anonymous tip.
Was there still
Kincaid's
guards
actually a sheriff.
patrolling?
Oh, there were guards, yeah.
Okay.
There's now bits of guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kincaid, very sneaky, very roguey, decided to treat them like I treat jelly babies. Off comes
I
the
imagine-
head, off comes the arm.
I imagine the bits of guard will be a sufficient enough calling card for whatever local police force exists.
Is that, I reckon Josiah Kincaid was here.
Yeah.
That'd be
And
my guess.
they can blame that all on Kincaid when they investigate the place. The traps are disarmed now, right? Have we
I
disarmed-
think you technically need to spell magic, but I think given enough time and a search of the house, you can find like the rune keys to deactivate them per whatever. Yeah,
Because it
narrative.
would be awkward if just like the local Bobby basically triggers off a trap of some
Landmine.
description.
Yeah,
Walked in and
Yeah.
exploded, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, disarm the traps and then head to the
The hotel.
inn for at the very least a short rest.
You head up to the inn. You sort of go to the door. You get directions. You head up to the corridor upstairs, and you can see Josiah is sort of leaning against the wall outside one of the rooms. Howdy.
Howdy.
Oh, mate.
Yeah,
Where's next for you?
there's more vampires.
There's going to be a lot less vampires.
I need to have a word with those kids.
Well, we've got a bit of news for you as well.
Oh, aye.
We chatted with what's her preferred title? The headmistress,
Um,
Ravascan.
Queen?
That one, yeah. She sent a group of knights, Barafel, to come and prod the vampire problem.
Great. Take all the help I can get.
Quick out of character question again. I know that we had talked previously about using the cradle that we've got to try and remove the vampiric curse.
Yep.
Had we made any progress on that? I don't remember.
The way we left it, I believe, was you're going to need something bigger. You're going to need something more advanced than this cradle can do. This cradle ultimately is a piece of triage medical equipment.
And is it Novum that has a bigger one? But no.
No, you
power?
found this one at Novum.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, the other stuff may exist in the world, is what I'd say.
Well, go
While
on.
while we're waiting for Granny to calm the kids down, because she may not want you to speak directly, you may have to provide a list of questions to pass on. Are there any techniques that you can teach me regarding traps for vampires, especially around high condition?
Yeah. He goes into a. How fast can you write?
She'll pull out a thin crayon.
He just goes into. He has like a satchel. He goes up to
Fuck,
Satchel, pulls out like a tome, and just chucks it to you. And like, yeah, just flick through, see if there's anything you like. A lot of this is like mechanical traps rather than chemical. Yeah, like dynamite is the sort of means for him rather than the end. Like it is for you. So a lot of his stuff is he has bits and pieces of the chemical stuff, like the impregnated dynamite stuff. Also, a lot of it is stuff like ambush techniques more than actual traps. Stuff like how do you break a horse's legs so that its rider will get trapped underneath it and give you a second to go and kick his head off.
Gotcha.
That sort of thing. Yeah, like I don't know if there's anything in there that would be like it's really more sort of rogue purview than alchemist. In the same way that you could imagine Augustine setting up a trap so that someone at the very last minute realized there was a stick of fizzing dynamite just about to go off, rather than just pulling out as much dynamite as you can lift and throwing it, which is kind of more your speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. There is a 72% chance that there is a colourful stick person on one of the pages in the corner. But she will also add something beneficial.
I'm just gonna. So, Josiah is has expertise in perception, and this is what I just rolled.
Is that a nat 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your hand sort of inches toward to do the crayon, and you just feel a heavy clawed hand on your shoulder.
The crayon will be retracted. And she will
Done.
sheepishly hand back the book.
Like, yeah, he's just I can't even give you the sort of the redeeming. He finds it funny. He's just a grumpy bastard.
And that's entirely fair.
It's on brand. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I think Lillian, with your bananas passive, you can tell that there are people assembling outside the room.
One of the things that I think that may have come up during their little conversation while everyone was gathering is, do they still, like Lillian would, like there would be a weird question at some point, it's like, what are your names? Like, have their names been changed as a result of this whole thing, or do they have still the same names they had when...
They don't. No, they have been given very Teutonic sounding names that are the ones they understand to be their names.
That's all right.
I think so, like Pasha and Lodvik.
I knew you something else, Stevie, but that's all right.
Oh, I will send a message to Lily,
Mm-hmm.
asking if she would like my amulet of non-detection to give to the kids, so that they can continue to be non-detected without having to wear the vampire ring.
Do you have two of them?
I have one of them.
I believe you, as a group, have more than one, don't you?
As a group, we have 4 of them, one each.
Yeah.
I would have to deattune and reattune to a new one, and they would have to do the same. And I think any period of time where they are not attuned to the thing that's protecting them from the view of a very, very dangerous god is a very bad idea.
You can certainly attune to both at the same time, and then have them deattune to the ring after an hour. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking I could attune to the Lady Chambers ring.
Oh, that's true.
And then hand over the amulet to one of the kids. Then attunes to the amulet, and then deattunes to the ring, and then that ring goes to someone else who can then deattune to the attune to that, deattune to the amulet. It's like
musical
chairs,
non-detection amulets. Sure. Lillian will respond and just say, "Yes, dearie, that'd be lovely. I don't know what to do at the moment. I'm kind of a bit lost, dearie. I'm a bit like a dog chasing a horse. I didn't really think I'd ever... I hope. I didn't quite know what to do when I caught it.
Why don't we take the day, and then tomorrow possibly look at maybe going back to Harlan?
I think their memories have been modified here, but I don't know if it's a good idea to change them.
What does modified mean?
Certain parts of your memory, dears, have been changed. Why you can't remember your mother?
What's the name of the Chambers daughter that we rescued?
Georgia.
Is she still in Volan, do we think?
She's still hiding in Beauregard LaFontaine's apocalypse bunker with Beauregard LaFontaine.
Yeah.
A thought occurs. We go
And
to Georgia.
3 months worth of MREs.
We find Georgia. We ask her if she would like to have any possible modified memories removed from her, and see how bad it is.
I will very quietly over the thing say, "You would like to torture one child to save mine."
No, we give her the choice.
Very difficult choice, dearie. There is no foreknowledge I have, Georgia. I have a very good inkling of what has been altered at least. I don't know the circumstances of Georgia's abduction.
Okay, I would like to offer that to Georgia anyway.
She's at least old enough to make an informed decision, rather
Yes.
than
Yeah, but it's a weird thing because we don't know how bad the abduction was.
No.
So
I guess that is a question for her in person, whether she would want to know, even if it
Oh yeah,
was bad.
I would. If I were to make this offer to her, then I would tell her everything I know about how bad it could be. I would want her to make a full informed decision on this.
I think going to see Georgia and sounds like a lovely plan. At least it's something. But I am also aware that there are obligations that we all have, friends that we don't have.
But this was a huge victory today.
Your hair's cool.
Thank you.
I thought we
Yeah,
were
I
having
need
this
to-
chat over comms.
Oh, okay, I thought you'd moved into the.
No, I'll have them. I just want you to meet everyone, and that's Misty, that's Augustine, that's Will. Does Josiah stay out of the room?
No, he files in sort of not sheepishly, just sort of like awkwardly. He doesn't feel awkward, but he moves awkwardly in the room. You know what I mean? It's a social situation that he's sort of blunt in.
Have
just
I had a
it.
short rest at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey kids.
Like
Need to know
the
where your mom and dad went.
anti-Santa.
You know?
He's talking about you. It's okay, you can answer him. He's not gonna hurt you, I promise. I promise.
Roll
Looks at
intimidate.
Josiah.
Roll intimidate.
Yeah, I would. Can I grant advantage on this check by
Sure,
going?
yeah.
Okay. 14 plus 6, 20. Not now.
Yeah. Do you know Thaumaturgy?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
think that sort of there was a crackle of thunder overhead as you go. What was it precisely you
I
said?
promise.
I promise. And there's like the room just the shadows grow long in the room for a second, and there's that sort of old smell of old forest in the air for a second. And he goes, "No, I'm not gonna hurt you. I just need to talk to the people who said they were your mom and dad. Need to hash some things out with them. You know where they went? You know where they might have gone? Any other places they lived with you, or they went a lot?" And yeah, your grandson sort of looks up and says, "There's another house in Elysium, the big white one." "Okay, big white one. Anything else?" "It's got a pond and it's got some horses."
Good job, dearie. Well rimmed.
"Thank you very much." And he sort of like pats himself down, goes like, and sort of, I think he just goes over to Augustine and then thinks better himself, goes over to Will. "Hey, you don't carry money. Can I borrow a couple of gold?"
I will give him some gold. I'll also give him the letter that what's his face left for Lady Chambers.
And yeah, and he sort of like awkwardly sort of not kneels, just sort of crouches in front of the kid. "Well done, good job," and hands them a coin each.
Like Lily just puts her. Like,
"What the fuck do you want me, man? I'm not good with kids."
no, dearie, he's fine. He's fine. Candice,
Also, that's brought me to exactly 900 gold after giving him 2 gold.
Very nice. I like round numbers. Oh, so pleasing.
Can I have 100 more gold?
Not from Josiah.
No, just from looting the house. Just find a stash of 100 gold.
So, from looting the house, not really. What you do find is from the jewelry that dropped off of Chambers, you find a ring of protection.
Ooh.
And a periapt of wound closure.
Ooh.
It's kind of hat on a hat for a vampire, but it was a present.
Yeah.
Shit wasn't
gotta
out of
accept
health.
it.
Yeah, if only. Yeah, so that's sort of by the by, but yeah, that's what you get from that. Okay, I need to go and talk to people, so I'm gonna call this one goodbye.
Get his idea. Been most helpful.
You've got our numbers if,
Hope to see you again.
yeah.
Yeah, you got earpieces, right?
Yeah, sort of.
You want a network?
Yeah, I will share. Like, I'll create a new network group, like a new chat group, and share everyone in it.
Cool.
Friend
Vampire
request
hunter.
received.
So say again?
Friend request received.
Probably go see, yeah. He signs all of his texts, kind regards, Sheriff Shazai. Okay, no, he doesn't.
He's
It sounds-
awkward enough to do that, though.
Yeah, but he's not respectful enough to do it.
That's true.
He wouldn't
You
sign
get
them
the-
at all.
No, you get the automatic sent from my eyepiece.
Yeah, absolutely. And he doesn't know how to turn it off. Absolutely. He does, but he just chooses not to. Okay. Happy trails. Don't kill anything I wouldn't.
Oh, dearie.
Yeah, and he puts his hat on, heads on. With a destination in mind, then, of Harlan, Beauregard LaFontaine's Apocalypse Bunker, which cannot smell good at this point. They've been there like 2 months.
I've got to fix that. Yeah, that's a whole thing.
Well, they can come out now, so.
That's
That's
true.
true. With a destination in mind of Harlan and a defining victory for the party, a question answered which has been on our minds for, 28 sessions now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we will call the session there.
Thank you.
Do you want to stop recording and we can do goals?